It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. This will be taken in at the 1.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. 7-7, 7-7. 48 for life. Go. Black is on.
Now Roethlisberger. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger. Looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, box drop, box drop. 48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Let's go. Man up,
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Here we go, here we go. Black 80. Hey, come on, come on.
First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Conner. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it, and the best part, it made it pay off.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw is Jackson. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Seth Roberts, 74 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now it's Roethlisberger. Big hold of the 30. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. These two teams all tied after one. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Jalen Ferguson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he connects with Vance McDonald. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And a throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. He'll finds Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
First down, Steelers.
All right, now.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 230. Let's go. Coming this way, here we go. Right this way.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 17-yard line.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Samuels. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll look to run with Connor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Jackson on 1st down. Snead's got it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Seth Roberts. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
180. Alert. Middle.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down, Steelers.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Let's go, let's go.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Jackson steps away to his left. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
One set.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kicked.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
It's a free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Jalen Ferguson getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, let's get back to the playoff picture. We talked about the AFC. Let's look at the NFC. That race starting to come into focus. We know most of the teams, Seahawks, 49ers, Saints, and Packers all in. Vikings in good shape. How do you handicap this race? It seems like anyone can beat anyone.
I think you're spot on because if you were going into the playoffs with these teams that we're going to talk about, who would you make the absolute favorite? It could be anyone, right? It could be Seattle. It could be San Francisco. It could be New Orleans. I know Minnesota's probably going to come in as a wild card. Green Bay will come in as a division champ, it looks like. But bottom line is, Dallas or Philadelphia's got to win the NFC East. And I don't know that anyone wants to go to their home field and play when they have to play in a divisional game. So when you get it all together, and maybe that would be a wild card, I would guess, because they'd be the 4th team in. But when you put it all together, it is absolutely wide open about who wins the NFC and represents for the Lombardi Trophy.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
We always always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On second down, Ingram. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Jackson now. And that is incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, let's go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
And Big Ben intercepted a third time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurt. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Patrick on Rossor. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. The throw there finding its way to Boyle, and they're able to get this one across the 35. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Jackson. His throw caught right around the 6. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Nick Boyle there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 15. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one.